This is, of course, also done by Genom Corp. Wonder if I can get a sponsor. Probably not while naked, but... Hey guys, you're probably wondering why I don't have any clothes on. Well, if you have any questions or concerns, you can definitely check us out on Twitter, and the link will be right here, and that should explain everything. But if you don't feel like doing that, basically Ghost Tornado asked me to do the next Kamen Rider video naked. And the cool thing about that is the green screen I use doesn't work very well in morning time. So now there's all this like, it's fine. It's fine. I could show you guys my tattoos real quick. I got Bowser from Super Mario 64 for the Game Over screen. This one's from Beast Wars. It's a Maximal logo. Over here is a skull, and that's a gang sign. Don't talk about that one. We're gonna watch Kamen Rider. I just have to hit the right thing. Alright. This guy again. I like this guy. He makes me happy in my special place. Kamiyama Toma must be the main writer's name. Okay, we're just getting a recap of last time. If you don't remember last time, having fun is never hard when you have your library card. It's essentially how I would boil that down. I'm gonna turn the volume on this down. Saving the city and bringing it back to the original world of Bubbles. Mind handing over your Wonder Ride book. So they're called Wonder Ride book and Rekka. I think Rekka is the word for sword. It is rude to enter with shoes on, which is why I have chosen to enter with lion. This is ridiculous. Rintaro of the Sword of Logos. The Sword of Logos, and he pulls it out and it has like the Burger King, McDonald's, Taco Bell, just all the different corporate logos. A secret guild that has maintained the balance of the world for eons. I wonder if the books on the train display are going to foreshadow the books that he uses. Like there's a witch one. I can't hand it over. It's mine now. I own it. I bought it at retail. I can't just give it to you. You have to win it in a card game. Cell phone transformation device. Book gate. Oh, the cell phone is also a book. Book gate. An anywhere door. So the book gate kind of reminds me of Kamen Rider Double when Philip would go into the mental library he had. That was really cool. You're so stingy. Oh, he's gonna steal the muffin. Oh, that would have been funny if he stole it and then jumped into the portal. It's like a carnival game. You gotta do the thing. Oh, intro. Wonder Story. Okay, so I like this intro. What if this entire TV series took place inside of a book? Like in Paper Mario. Blooming flowers no one can see. Okay. It's a love that asks nothing in return. Like my love for crack. Hidden in the depths that kindness will fade. Like my love for crack. Secretly it will all wither away. Oh, this is a sad song. Faces covered beneath the mask. 2020. Streaming with invisible tears when you're in Zoom school. Almighty. Authored in this fairy tale. Oh man, he looks really cool with all the other CG garbage. Blue. Yellow. That guy. Almighty. Find a path you believe in. Did the blue guy have a dune buggy? Run towards your own future. I like how each of them has a half cape still. There's that dragon. So is he putting the books onto his little train display? Like that's just where he keeps them? A swordsman of water mounted upon a blue lion, said the secondary writer. He is a blue lion. He's going to be a swordsman of water. Okay, so then you have your elementals, and it looks like the yellow one also uses lightning. So when are we going to get the green rider that uses plant life? Pokemon. Understand your sentiments, but please don't touch anything. Me when a girl finally visits my room. Northern base is located in the North Pole. We must visit Santa. The North Pole. We have been operating from here alongside the swordsman chosen by the sacred swords. Okay, so she kind of gives me vibes of like the never-ending story, childlike princess, or childlike empress. So, if they're continuously using literature references, then it's going to be really easy to point out, well, this is this character, and this is what they do just by looking at them. So that's pretty good. I still like that the Kamen Rider transformation device this year is a toy sword that you put a book into. I was not expecting that at all the last time I was watching this show. Oh, shoot. Library elevator. The traitorous swordsman Caliber and the Megiddo. Ooh, Megiddo is a Bible reference in the house. Megiddo is the city in which the final conflict between good and evil was fought. Fight with our lives on the line. It's our destiny to protect the books and maintain the balance of the world. So if that's correct, and Caliber is going to be the main running theme throughout the series, then the final boss will definitely be Megiddo, a gigantic dragon that Brave Dragon has to fight, using all the different power-ups that he's collected throughout the series. Because, you know, that's what it is in the Bible, is the final conflict place between good and evil. We'll probably see a hint of it in one of the theatrical movies. Japan can have theaters right now, right? If not, you know, this might be the first year that we can watch the movies in America in order and not have to wait for the Blu-ray release. For those of you unaware, Kamen Rider airs every single year, but they also have 2 theatrical movies. Those movies, of course, tie into the show, but usually because of the Blu-ray releases after the theatrical run, you don't get to watch them until months later unless you're, like, binging it after the fact. Oh, she's going with? I'm going to, with her bicycle. Oh. That's a cool little effect before it closes, yeah. Okay, so they're in the book world. Now it's burning. What if they go into the world of Fahrenheit 451? What if they travel through the power of books into the book of, like, Lord of the Flies? We'll keep this world free from harm's reach. So, like, did the other 2 hear the narrator during that, or like, nah? Lion Senki. Do I know what Senki means? I don't know very much Japanese. I think it means warrior. Nagare. Sword of Currents. The Azure Blade. Cool, water sword, got it. Go buy the book, kids. Water sword, got it. So would it have not made more sense to have the water-themed animal be something other than a lion? Lions aren't typically known for being in water. Specifically lions, actually, because lions are a form of cat, and cats are notoriously against water. But then again, he's supposed to, like, ride in on it, and it's supposed to be night-themed. I mean, I like the Beast Wars gimmick of the animal head being on the chest. I'm just... Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so in the first episode, I thought maybe the whole gimmick of the riders was going to be that they were split into thirds like Brave Dragon was. Kind of like a book opening, and the spine is the front of the rider. But this guy doesn't look like that. He's very uniform in his color scheme. He's still asymmetrical, but not to the fullest extent that Brave Dragon was. Oh, I love the Photoshop book thing. It reminds me of Magi Ranger or Power Rangers Mystic Force when they did their magic spells. They keep putting They keep putting a lot of focus on that line, and he looks very toyetic, so I imagine that he actually combines with other toys into almost a Megazord. And we did have that giant obelisk in the first episode, so it's possible that they have giant robots. But Kamen Rider doesn't normally do that. I do know that Super Sentai has been dropping in the ratings for the last several years, and they were talking about just getting rid of that show completely and just putting some of its features into Kamen Rider, which has been doing pretty well. So it would make sense to have like, you know, Brave Dragon, Unsheath the Henshin is just such an interesting call out. Lots of stock footage. All the like undercuts all the narration, so I'm really glad subtitles are around, but then again I couldn't really watch it without the subtitles, so that's sort of like a hollow gesture. Still, I can't imagine it was very easy for the subtitlers. This is, of course, also done by Genome Corp. Wonder if I can get a sponsor. Probably not while naked, but Brave Dragon. Maybe it will be like Ryuki, actually. In Ryuki, the contract beasts were still toys, and they would clip onto the parts of the riders. Which is why, like, Ryuki could replace one of his hands with the dragon head and shoot fire out of it. If that's the case, then they would all have to share a sort of uniform, like, base body, and then have extra parts, which it looks like they might be doing that. The enemies having books built into them. Okay, now I'm just examining, like, the arm structure. Specifically, Brave Dragon's left arm and the Blue Lion's both arms. They do! Okay, so they share, like, a definite base build to them with some differences. So, yeah, I imagine that's going to be the case then. They're going to be equipping the different... Now, how's that going to work with the toy for the belts? Recreate the Book of World Creation. So, Bible... Okay. One of the things I really enjoy about Kamen Rider is the worse the main rider looks, the goofier and funner the show will become, and then it will just twist your... It twists your expectations like a fucking Rubik's Cube, and then you end up with X-Aid. Now, I'm really hoping that's the case here, but it looks like they're already leaning into religion, sort of like Gaim, sort of like Blade. So, hope exists beyond our recognition. Is that the motorcycle? It's a book that only you can use. The Book of Motorcycles. Yeah, it's like thicker than the other books, and it looked like it had a wheel. There we go. The Art of the Grasshopper. So, it's a legendary tome that only you, as the main hero, can wield. It's a motorcycle. Because he's a Kamen Rider. Every Kamen Rider's gotta have a motorcycle unless they're Drive. He's like half T-posing to establish dominance. Now the really flashy henshin, that's good enough, but when we get into like later on in the series or even during the crossover movies when they have to, oh, that CGI is so bad, I love it. It's a dune buggy. Okay, that's what I was wondering, if he can use two different books in his sword thing at once. That's usually like in X8 and Gaim, even when they double up their powers. Gaim, he had to have like a special attachment to it, but this Megiddo has been given another power. Okay. Surely those swordsmen will be unable to stop it now. Is he like reading ahead to what the handwritten book is like spoiling? Ants. Oh, this is the shittiest. This is so fucking good. Oh my god, the PS2 graphics. Quality shit right here. Let's just blow up these ants with my guns, ride my motorcycle upside down. I wonder if this was affected because of COVID. They had to think, well, we're gonna have to do mostly CGI because we can't have our actors like present during all of it. So now it's just going to turn into like Reboot half the time. This is way more CG than I thought they would be using. The story is the ant and the grasshopper. That would mean the grasshopper is protecting the ants. That's not how that story goes! Find the shot. The actual story of the ant and the grasshopper is that the ant does all the work and then gets to live through winter, and the grasshopper, who just like plays music or something. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh my god. He like spun out of the book. That's fucking rad. Why did he have to activate a lion in order to kick somebody and then jump back onto Jack and the Beanstalk? Yes, just like the book. Just like in Jack and the Beanstalk, I shoot green bullets at you using my water sword. I'll give it a shot. It's too early for you to try 2 volumes. You can't read 2 books like that. It is pretty early to get a second form. When 2 books synthesize. Okay. So the Jack and the Beanstalk items seem to equip onto his one half, but then also it replaced the entire helmet. He's just trying out his new... Oh, it's Jack and the Beanstalk, so by shooting the ground it creates Beanstalk. So what creates Jack? Oh my god. I fucking love this. Flowing words accelerate with every issue. It's not issues, you said it was volumes. Why can he fly? Have you guys ever seen Once Upon a Time and how the kid Henry turned out to... That's a pop-up. How Henry, the child, turned out to be the author, and that's how he fit into the world of Storybrooke. Kind of gives me that sort of vibe, where like his whole thing is he's going to be the author. But then that's going to be, of course, too powerful, so he's going to get rid of that power for like a... So that's how he could fly. He was using the book Peter Pan. That's clever, and Peter Pan was a villain, so I mean that makes sense. This is incredible. Okay, so it's definitely classic literature, sort of like public domain usually, and each of them gives a different ability. Like Jack and the Beanstalk obviously creates Beanstalk. Peter Pan creates the ability to fly. So if... Ooh, hold up. How does this accelerate your plans? Okay, so that's... what, caliber? Yeah. Now, does it really make sense to draw pictures of the books inside of a book? He's wearing an entirely different outfit. Eclairs au chocolat. He's only read about chocolate eclairs. Oh yes, I remember when I first read Jack and the Beanstalk, a pop-up children's book. Knowing that will definitely help me in my... What the fuck? Long time no see. Aladdin? Okay, so I was thinking the girl was going to become the Yellow Rider, but definitely looks like fucking Aladdin with his Arabian Nights and 40 Tales. He's gonna be like... Because he's on a magic carpet, he's a third character with magic powers, right? So like he's gonna be the other rider. So he's gonna be yellow, he's gonna have lightning. Which makes sense to have like a flying character use lightning, because lightning, you know, come from Cloud. But then, why is he not in the outro dance? Okay, I'm starting to get the gimmick with the main character's outfits. He wears primary colors. Bright, flashy, yellow, red, blue, etc. He's combining all the different genres. The Blue Lion guy only ever wears blue because that's, you know, he's one of those people, he read one book as like a teenager and that's all he talks about still. Cough, cough. All Harry Potter fans, cough. The girl is female, so she wears pink. So there's not... I'm out of coffee. I'm really loving this show. Your dream is all yours to rewrite because you will write how the story ends with your imagination. This is a good show. They're using a lot more CGI than they would traditionally use, and they're definitely on a green screen soundstage there, so... This is becoming, different than... Okay, next time. The King of Parenting. The King of... Sora has disappeared. We're in the second episode and he's already done, like, the double power-up that in Gaim took them half a season to get. Kamen Rider Buster appears. So yeah, the guy on the carpet... Oh, I forgot I was naked. The guy on the carpet is going to be Kamen Rider Buster. Very Aladdin themed. Okay. So yeah, again, if you have any questions or concerns to why I recorded this nude, here's the Twitter. @GibberishJambo1. He's going to fucking kill me. He really is when he starts discovering that I've been putting that in every video I've recorded. Alright, bye-bye.